Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin and Mari in Tech, and we're here today with another Action Taimanin video. So, for today, since we were lucky enough that we didn't get any more Felicia news dumped, we're going to dump some footage and get that out of the way. So we have footage from two people. They're just two quick Rinko videos. This first one is going to be a Rinko hybrid build for Tower Floor 72, and the footage for this one, I believe, is by, yes, Saminko. It's two separate people playing her, so I wanted to make sure I got the right person. But yeah, Saminko sent me this a little while back. I've just been so busy, then I got sick, so we're going to get into this backlog a little bit. And the description just says humans must die build, so let's watch Rinko be racist against humans, shall we? Ah, Rinko's so damn cute.
Yeah, but they really need a fucking fixer. They need a fixer, dude, like a lot.
They really do. Like, I hate saying it because I know people will be like, "No, she's good," but like,
no, they're like the good Rinko is like you have to wail on her. That's the problem, and to be honest, it's weird that she's one of their money-making characters. She's a legit money-making character for Grimmery, but I'm surprised they're not doing anything to fix her, really, and it just kind of sucks because
yeah, because a lot of people like her.
Not to mention, a lot of people said, "Is it good for a free-to-play to pick Rinko?" And I was like, honestly, dude, no. You have better options than her.
Okay, so she's wait, hold up, because she's blue, red, red. I gotta look at the skills. I was listening to you and kind of was like, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Spatial rift for one red. That's just okay. All right. All right. Now we know what's going on.
Yeah, I always knew he's busted as always.
That sexy Nui.
Only once though. He's probably keeping the other one separate, I'm guessing.
Yeah. This build's really free to play friendly.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I don't know, like I just feel like Rinko. Because I'm trying to like watch what I say, because every time I say she sucks, people get mad at me. But like, she's kind of bad. Like, I just feel like she could be better.
The problem is though, dude, is that when she came out, she was basically the first girl that came out after the three starting characters. So she felt obviously good. The problem is though, is that she has aged already. She's aged poorly. Like, it's weird to like say that to her, but yeah, she's aging poorly, and the problem is she's gonna fall further and further behind. The only way you'll be able to play her is like how Sui has her with Murasaki and Noah, and you have to go the defensive route with your awakening points too to make her viable.
And you need her limited weapon.
Yeah,
you can't
that
get
too
anymore.
because Kirin is starting to really show its age now. Like, it's starting to show, because it was a really good weapon, but now it's starting to show its age basically.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, she doesn't have a supporter like a blue support like Ingrid, but a blue version of it to help Kirin. So yeah, it's starting to show.
And the other thing with Rinko is that she because we can't. I'm not going to talk about the Japanese server, but from the perspective of people who are only on global like us. So like, the game came out, we got Rinko, whatever, and then like immediately, like after Murasaki came out, Christmas, we got Rinko's limited skin not far after that. So Rinko got her limited gear around when like, the game was still really young and before we ever had the Japanese scaling, before Tower was ever made. And I don't feel like she scales well into Tower because her buffs all happened before that content was made. So I just feel like she's always in a situation where she kind of needs a buff. Even like, because her limited gear is good and it does make her very viable, but if you don't have that, oh, I don't know, man. I hate playing Rinko, and like I love my Rinko. Like, when I first got her, I like played the shit out of her, but now I just can't stand to look at her. And she literally just sits there in my box, and we both give each other dirty looks as we walk by in the freaking Taimanin barracks.
She's basically like 5 AP to you. That's it though to you.
Yeah, like we do not get along. And it's honestly, just, it sucks because I like her as a character. It's just, I wish she was better.
Honestly, dude, I don't think like she needs a buff. If anything, they have to do with more what they did with Murasaki. They have to basically bring her back into the drawing board. Like they have to revamp her basically, because like honestly, like she, like I know that like they're gonna be like stingy of revamping a character, but I think Rinko, you could do it for her because she's a money making character. She's literally one of the more popular Taimanin in the franchise. She's still going to make the money, but it's not that bad to invest some of that money to make her better. So like, oh, free-to-play players can get her, and if they see a limited outfit for her whenever she gets one, or her limited gear comes back, they could just go ahead and just pour their gems into that. Because honestly, dude, like even Ultra agreed that she's just bad now. Like she's just aged very poorly now. And I know for a fact when we get our tier list ready, once we get the enough information about Felicia, she's gonna be a controversial one in the tier list because she's a fan favorite one for a lot of players.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it's just talking about her in general, I do like her, but like, man, it just sucks to like, cause I hate when characters like get like this in gacha games where they're like behind. And the problem with Rinko is that people disagree with us, right? There are people out there who think she's really good, like this fucking second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
So the devs, like, because when they were talking about like buffing and are not buffing characters, they said it would be with their limited packs or if like there's a decision, like a unanimous, like everyone agrees,
Mhm.
but no one agrees on it. Like we don't think she's good, but there are people out there who do. But those people might have
Yeah.
like a skewed opinion, like they might have her limited gear. Cause like I don't even think Rinko's like something you can throw money at, right? Cause
Mhm.
like Kirara's bad, but like she doesn't really need her Kirara supporter. Like if you throw money at her, you can give her green build wins or something. With Renko, I feel like you can't throw money at her because her limited gear is not there to throw money at.
Not to mention too, like the way that Sui plays her, he has two limited supporters too that like
Yeah, and
that
that's the
could
thing. He
play.
has even more. Like he's
Mhm.
decked her out with Noah and Morisaki, which is even more like exclusive. On
And
top of
then
having the Shoshu, the
yeah, and
sword.
then yeah, cause so like that's the problem too, is that that's why I say no. I don't think it's just that with her for hard contact, she's just gonna age really poorly into the point that if River doesn't fix her, dude, honestly, I honestly just she's just gonna be forgotten character, which is really like you don't want one of your money making characters to be getting forgotten basically, because this is like revenue for them, like because how many Rinko memes do we have in our Discord server? We have like a lot of them.
There's a bunch of
So
Renko memes.
yeah,
I
so
feel
it's just
bad
like
too
it's
whenever
very
like new
weird.
people start and they're like they don't know she's not that great. Like that happened to Succubi. He picked Renko and we were like, ooh, you might wanna
Yeah, because like he
you
doesn't
gotta
even.
go grab more sake or something. And then he did, and he's like, wow, more sake's great. And now he loves more sake because he saw the difference.
Yeah, because it's just she doesn't age that well, really. Like if like here's the thing, dailies, time attacks, all that stuff is easy. Any character, regardless of how they come out, they'll be able to do that. But people want to play her in like hard contact, like tower, or like some bonus stages she won't be able to complete it. Like the Halloween when we got with Sakura, she can't do it that much unless you have the Noah and Murasaki. So she becomes almost like she could become a god, but the way of becoming a god for her to become a goddess is like you need too much. It's just it takes too much basically. That I don't need that. That's why I don't recommend free-to-play players to grab her basically.
Yeah, like if someone's a whale, they're gonna pay for whatever they want. Those people do what you want. That's fine. We're talking for like people who are like free to play or very budgeted, and they're not gonna put a lot of money on the game. Like they might just say buy heavy, and that'll be their gym income, like outside of what they get for free. For
Yeah,
those
or
types
like
of
one
people,
golden
like
pass.
I don't recommend just diving right into Renko until you have a better supporter selection, especially if you're new.
Yeah, that's by far I would say. But yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I'm surprised like a lot of Reiko mains are like very like diverse about her. Like, but I know why because she's a fan favorite. But
well,
otherwise, then yeah,
yeah, I'll say this: Saminko did really good with her here. And the human
yeah.
killer build does work because if people don't know Astaroth, when you fight her as a human for whatever reason, she's not a demon. I don't know what that's
Them are
about.
like most of them are like humans in the bosses, which I don't get why.
Oh, I don't want to dislike. There we go. Like my mouse drifted. I was just trying to like the video. Yeah, so thank you for that footage, Saminko, and it was nice to see Rinko being played. Like I said, I do like her. I can't stand how she feels in AT because she was so powerful when the game came out. Like how it feels now between then and now is like night and day, and I just hate the discrepancy, so I don't use her.
Yeah, like
And like look
I
at this
really,
too. She's this dope ass little Will-O-Wisp skin. It's adorable.
yeah, her Halloween skin. Like that's another
Okay.
thing. Like you know how many outfits, limited outfits she has? She has a bunch.
Yeah, she's
Like
starting to get up there. It was funny because she didn't have a lot for a while, but she's starting to get a few now.
yeah, and because they're putting all these outfits for her, it's like Astaroth. Astaroth's getting a lot of outfits, but
Oh
the
my
difference
god,
between her
they need
and
to stop with
Rinko,
Astaroth.
again though, Mari, she's a money making character. If if she's making money for them, that's a good sign for them. They don't care.
Okay, so this run, before we continue running our mouths, this run is by Dango. So he basically, I believe this is bonus 3. Yeah, it's Felicia bonus 3, and he's using the Felicia supporter on Rinko. And Rinko's red here, so we get to see a red Rinko in play, clearing bonus 3. She's pretty stacked. She's got like 90 something KCP. Hold up.
That's a
95?
lot.
He's been feeding this Rinko. Those little souls
Yeah,
hovering over her. Yeah, but see, he has that damn weapon.
yeah,
That
yeah.
damn
This is
weapon.
yeah. So like, yeah,
That's
like,
what I mean. That's what makes her good. That's all she needs is that one weapon, and then like you're in business with her.
and it's just that weapon's not always available. It still hasn't even come back too.
That red 1 second. It was red wind slice, red violet slash,
I
and then
red.
it was the shift.
Violet?
It was the shift report.
Oh yeah, it's shift. Violet slash is her awakening skill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe violet slash you like cancel into it and get the extra poke behind everything, and then wind slice is wind slice.
Yeah, it's
Works with the weapon. I've never seen anyone go red wind slice with Shoshu though. I'm interested to see this.
I mean, as Nui.
And S3 Nui. I'm liking that Sora there because the shift has a really low cooldown, and Violet Slash cooldown is like only 2 seconds, so you can get a lot of mileage off Sora. And then this monstrosity of crap. I was literally talking about her in the server today. I was like, that supporter's not good enough to wipe my ass with. Like I hate that they, because like I basically was saying how like yeah like, Felicia having her event repeat and making her supporter come back, it's kind of like jank, right? Because we started a whole pattern of whenever a character comes out, they get a supporter. And to me, they took like the lazy route where they're just like, oh yeah, like so the character is out, but instead of making you a new supporter, we're just going to release another supporter. Like we're going to re-release the supporter. We're going to repeat the old one. Even though everyone knows it's crap, everyone has said it's crap. And yet, here we are with it again, and I hate that because to me it's like kind of a cop out. It's like they're using that just to keep the pattern up because she is technically limited, but she's a crappy event supporter. Like she's just not one of the good ones. Let's be real. And like I'm just worried that that's gonna happen for like any of the girls now that we've been wanting. So like Mari will come out, but instead of us getting like a neat Mari supporter from the gacha, we're just gonna get fucking Mari from like the event. And it's gonna be like, well, that's whack.
That is true.
Because I look forward to those limited supports. Like when I heard Chizuru was announced, I was like more hyped for her limited support than her because I wanted to see what it did.
Yeah, because I say though, it adds more playability or like more theory crafting with the supports basically. Because honestly, the game, yes, playing a girl is fun, but like the fun about this game more is theory crafting builds basically.
Yep, and that's why I'm saving up my Kana coins. With theory craft with her. For her fairy feet. This build isn't that bad actually, I'm looking at it.
It's red too, so
Yeah.
it's very very hard.
It's possible to mimic because Felicia's up right now, Nui's free, right? So everyone should have a Nui if they're playing.
And Sora is in the general pool, so they'll eventually get it. So like yeah, this is actually pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, well, before you get Sora, you could just like use Homer or any other red, because that's the thing. Red is easy to substitute for, because everything red gives damage usually.
Yeah, Lydia, you could just throw Lydia in there if you don't.
I like this. I like that he's like abusing frickin' Sora with the constant Violet Slash, because it's really cheeky and it's a nice little combo. it's literally death by 1,000 cuts. But I think if like that's because of the crit rate issues with this stage. Like if he was on any other bonus 3, he'd be fine. Like as far as
I
like
mean,
getting criticals and stuff.
to be fair, he is running green Namataga, so
True, he is running health.
yeah, so
Probably
he's
to get as
again,
much out of that Felicia as possible.
yeah, because Felicia, she heals you depends on your amount of health, basically. So
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
like
the more
HP
health,
missing, so like if you're missing like 20k health, you're gonna get a way bigger hill. Because right now he has, whoa, what is even?
oh no, that's happening.
Yeah, my internet's been a little funky lately. Um,
Guess reload.
okay,
Oh,
no,
no.
we're good.
Nope,
No,
guess not reload.
I already hit refresh, so it'll just reload. That's fine. We could use it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like in my area, the internet has not been like super great lately. Sorry about that, everyone. But overall, yeah, I don't want this to come off like we're bashing on Rinko.
No.
I want to see her better. Like I want to see every girl in AT viable because like
Mhm.
they're all easy to get. Like you know, use 1,200 gems or you buy a character pack. So this isn't like other gacha games where the characters are gacha locked. So like
Yeah, that's
in
a good
Honkai,
thing.
you can have bad characters, right? Because the S ranks come from gacha and they're just superior, and that's fine. And then the A ranks that come out for free to plays are usually like hit and miss. Some are really good and some aren't, and that's fine. When you make every character accessible, people aren't gonna. The first thing people are gonna do is they're not gonna go and look up a tier list and go, I'm gonna buy more Saki. Some new player who just picked up AT yesterday is gonna go, oh wow, I think Rinko's beautiful. Let me buy her because she's adorable, and not think about tier. And then when they get stuck with a bad character or a below average character, they're gonna be like, what the hell? It's
Yeah,
just
and
gonna
then
be like
usually,
100% disappointment guaranteed, like Beijing corn
not to
and
mention
failure.
fishing corn.
Fucking yeah,
Oh my.
like I just had to reference that guy's so funny, but like no, that's what it is. It's like literally like yeah, like just you just get like a heap of failure because you went for the character you liked, and that's just crappy.
Yeah, and to be fair, like that's like some reason why people like quit the game. Like people that liked Ingrid and they were disappointed how she came out and they don't even play the game anymore because like she came out really bad.
Yeah, I get that. Because when
Which I
Kirara was
understand.
bad, I was really put off, but I just stuck with her.
Yeah,
But like yeah,
but
no, that's the other thing too. I want to do a video about it. Like this is done. Thank you, Dango, for the footage. It is much appreciated. And I actually like this red build. I might go try it on my Rinko because it's cheeky, and I don't use my Sora for anything, so maybe this will like make her more fun for the time being. But I just don't have that damn weapon to like really take advantage of the double wind slice.
yeah.
But before we go, I wanna talk about like the new player experience because I was actually talking to Ultra about AT today. And I was like, like, I feel like the game is kind of stagnating. Like, I feel like we get new players, but it feels like very, very few and far between, right? Because it's not even like, if not even looking at the Steam metrics or looking at, just like, the mobile metrics. But if you
Mhm.
think about how the YouTube channels are growing, and I'm not talking about specifically like big YouTube channels like me or BellLD, I'm talking about the official channel. Right, so the official channel has like we'll say like 12k subs right now if I round up. I think last I looked they were at 10 or 11k. But when you look on the Android, like Ultra said the game has had 500k downloads in like the last 3 months. And I'm like those numbers don't add up because if a game had 500k of like actual downloads in that short amount of time, the official YouTube channel would be blowing up with subs.
Yeah, and
Like
not to
they
mention the
only have
social
like they
media
don't even
stuff.
have like 15k subs, so that 500k, I was like, there's no way. Like the numbers are either like fudged a bit or like Ultra said maybe it's just mad people re-rolling. I'm like, that's a lot of re-rolls though.
I mean, that is
Yeah, that's
ridiculous
like
if it
oh
is.
that's so I was like thinking about it today and I'm like, so are people starting AT and because I know when I game and I think it's a common practice these days is whenever you start a new game, especially something like a gacha game or an MMO that takes a long-term commitment, most people go to YouTube to see what's out there. Or they go look
Yeah,
up a
cause
guide.
like honestly, like the wiki is like sometimes like they don't even know what the hell to do within the wiki
So I
for
was
most
just
stuff.
using like, logical thinking to say, okay, well 500k people signed up to AT and like literally like 80% or 85% of them, like, basically like, we'll say 400k of those people just never go to YouTube. They just hate YouTube. That still leaves 100k people that could potentially sub to the main channel. But the main channel is only at like, 11k, 12k. So that leads me to believe like I think people are starting AT if that number is accurate and just leaving it right away because the new player experience is so limited. Like, because when we started, we were getting super rare tickets every week. They were pretty much rolling out the red carpet for us, as Succubi says. But now when you start as a new player, like you get nothing. You get your the pulls, like the 10 pulls or whatever. You get your choice of Kaoru, Major, or Amane Fuma, and please pick fucking Kaoru, people. Like, I don't want to hear about another person who didn't pick Kaoru. It depresses me every time I hear it. But, like, after that, they get what? The ultra rare tickets for 4 weeks from their weekly, and then they're on their own, right? It's just
They're
up to
basically
doing
on their
events.
own.
And the game doesn't really repeat events or have events that are up for repeat all the time. So, like, when I think about it, the new player experience is really bad, and I think people are starting the game and not staying with it.
I think that could be a
And they're
reason
not even
why.
like they're not even making it to the point they go to YouTube or they go to a Discord server or they even look up guides because they feel like they can't do anything right out the gate because the game, like, I don't know, like gotcha games, like generally they kind of, when you start, they give you mad shit. Like, if you start Honkai
Hmm.
right now, you're just constantly getting gems. Like, I call it the front loaded, like, it's pretty much like the front loaded rewards. Because, like, when you start a gotcha game, you want to be able to feel like you're making progress and getting things. So, what most companies do is they front load you with a crap ton of gems, a crap ton of free, like, shit. They may even have, like, your choice of a free S rank or two. And, like, okay, so AT does have the choice of a free, like, ultra rare, but the problem is just the original three. And if people don't know Kaoru's the only thing that's still viable there, they kind of just shoot themselves in the foot. Um, Not to say Amane, Fuma, and Major are bad. They're just really old, and Major at this point is outdated.
Yeah.
Um, like, there's that problem. The choice is there, but it's a choice between really old stuff. So I feel like that ticket could stand to be upgraded and add maybe something a little better in there that's blatantly good. And the other thing is just the lack of what you get. Like, you don't get enough gems in this game free to play to really go pulling gotcha and like buying skins like crazy. And I noticed that what a lot of new players do in AT is they'll start and be like, "Oh man, I love my Asagi. Let's buy her like 3 skins with the gems I get from story." And then like you just wasted like your front-loaded income.
Yeah,
'Cause you
because because people don't know about the banner specifically of
yeah,
what
they don't know what
supporters are
banner to
getting.
pull or like,
Hmm.
and I'm not saying that everyone should gotcha. Like, you should definitely get skins you want, but what if they end up not liking Asagi? Then they're screwed. Because this game
Yeah,
does not do a good job of, like, once you've exhausted all of your story mode and gotten like most of the achievements, like, honestly, the achievements start to taper off really early, where you're not getting a
yeah,
lot of gems from them, and they don't really give a lot. And the gems you get from level up rewards are like a kick in the dick. It's like, why are you even throwing this at me? Like, the
yeah.
gems you get after level 100 are like nothing.
No,
Like,
because because the problem is it's just that getting to level 100, like it just was like, damn it was like the experience is like it's a lot of experience to basically get there, and it isn't, it's like, oh, you get 100 gems and like,
was it even 100? Wasn't it like 40 or some shit? It's not a lot. It's not a lot of gems for like 100,
no,
110, and 120.
I think it was either 100 or 80. I thought it's like somewhere around
But
there,
that's
like
like what,
based.
2 pulls and then you're back to drawing board. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm not to go on it any longer. I just want to like point that out that I feel like the game needs a better new player experience. Because I hear from new players in my server, like, they don't bitch per se. They just come and say like, yeah, like they'll show their box or something and it'll be like, yo, they have no supporters, like they have literally nothing, and they're just waiting for events. But the problem is their account isn't strong enough to farm the events on hard, so every event for them is like a mad dash to try to get like the supporter done, because they literally don't have the stuff to go rape hard mode. They're literally trying to like farm on easy and normal, because that's how limited the game leaves you unless you get like the luck of the gods. And for some reason, the 4 ultra rare tickets you get from your weekly logins for your first month, they end up with like a a freaking Kaoru, a Kitty Mom, or like a Lydia, you know, just OP crap. Which
Hmm.
let's face it, that's not gonna happen for everyone.
Yeah, that's like very rare.
So yeah, like I think the new player experience needs a look at. Like, and I'm gonna like talk about it in a video because I know they have these new like rewards now, like a little reward campaign, but I still don't think it's rewarding enough to really keep people here. And once they're here for like a month or two and their ultra rare tickets run out and they start getting the Kana coins from the freaking weekly login, those aren't really that helpful either because it's just 1 coin a week for a pull
Yeah,
that
it
could be a
doesn't help.
crappy rare that you don't need. And then on top of that, the gym income is just we need a gym generator besides this bonus stage given 3 like every 6 hours. And
Or
like
the arena too. Like arena
yeah, the
doesn't.
arena is okay. Like I like it's easy to get top class. It's just that the what the arena gives isn't enough. That's all.
Yeah,
We need
it kind
another
of needs.
one. We need something else.
Yeah, yeah. Because the thing is, like, think of the amount of growth we got. Before it was tolerable, but now it's getting to the point that like we're about to we're with Felicia already coming out. We're gonna have 18 playable characters now. So it's like it kind of you kind of need to give a little bit more because the thing is some like no, I'll say this much now for free to play players, it's gonna be a struggle for them to keep up with the characters, the skins, the gotchas. It's gonna be pretty hard for them.
Yeah,
I
it's
would say
gonna
it's gonna
become a
be rough.
legit situation of like, oh man, okay, so I like Felicia, but I main Asagi, and I want to get Asagi a skin, but I gotta get Felicia a skin, you know, because imagine they both get a skin at the same time, like just
Yeah,
something
it's
like
kind of
that,
like
or like you know, like oh, like Core and I, you know, is getting an Oni skin. What if they like Core and I and they like Felicia, and I gotta choose between the two? Because 350 gems is actually like crap. Felicia's is mileage, but you know what I mean. Just throwing out an
it's just
example.
it's
Just
just
if
an example.
yeah, you just have to choose between. That's what it turns into in AT. You're choosing, unless you're willing to throw money at the game. I mean, well, this game, when you throw money at it, they treat you damn well when you throw money at AT. That's for damn sure. But we
Yeah,
need
as long
something to
as
help newer players and like free to plays more. But,
yeah, I would say like at least I would say probably one thing I would do is like oh you can have the option of choosing a free character, an additional free character, but they of course they will be limited because they don't want to give out the new ones right away. Like I would just say like just add like oh you could either choose another character, but you could choose either you can have Sakura, Yuki, Asagi, Rinko, and Sue and Murasaki. Like keep like let them have another character so they can start with 2 characters instead of 1.
yeah, that makes sense. That's something, but it still doesn't stop the issue of like we just need more gym income coming into the pockets of free to plays. That's all.
Yeah.
Not a lot more. Just I just hate hearing that people have to choose between skins or gacha. Like that sounds
Hmm.
so terrible, dude. I don't know.
Honestly, the Spectrum mode they kind of need to increase the gems to like 3 to 6 to 9, I think.
Yeah,
Like
cause like,
every.
dude, you gotta choose between gacha and your characters to give them skins, and then you gotta use gems to buy characters if you're free to play. So you gotta save up 1,200, which is like a little about a month of saving. So that's your whole month if you're deciding to get a character, and then if you don't ever pull gacha, you're stuck with just event supporters, and you're never gonna get anything like out of the pull because you're too busy trying to get skins or new characters and just trying to keep up. That's what I mean. It just that's why I could see like new players just not even sticking with the game or trying to like learn it. But who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong and just gonna come off as I'm bitching. But I just wanted to talk about it a little bit before we go because it's like I'm starting to see it because you know I spend on the game, but I'm not turning a blind eye to what free to plays go through or what new players go through. Like I said, I've seen new players screenshots of their accounts, and I'm like, bro, you have like 10 supporters. Like they have like they'll have like 6 event supporters. They'll have like Yuna, whatever they chose from the ticket, and then just like some bum ass rares that gotcha through at them from like a rare ticket the devs gave them once or twice. And I'm like, bro, like, and I know there's nothing they can do because they're maybe they got skins that month. Maybe they wanted a new character. Maybe they didn't like Sakura because they picked her first. You know, there's so many things that could go wrong if you start an AT account and you don't know what you're doing. So, oh my god. Alright, we're done. That's the video. I want to say thank you to Saminko and Dango. Your footage was great. I loved it. And it's nice to see some Rinko gameplay, especially the red Rinko. And the hybrid Rinko was really unique. I like that too. So thank you guys for submitting, and sorry I'm so late with it. You know, things have been rough, but we're going to get the stuff out in a timely manner and hopefully get caught up. And thank you, Tack, and yeah, I mean, new players and free-to-plays, like, I mean, if you stick with the game, it does get better, but the beginning is rough C, tough C. And so is the YouTube algorithm, so make sure to hit the damn bell, because that algorithm doesn't help anybody. It does no one any favors. And yeah, with that, that'll be the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Toodles!